Gunpla, we love it, we adore it, we worship it. It's the plastic addiction that will never leave us. But like every addiction, there's the negatives, be the price, the budget, obviously, yeah, but others, like that one suit that doesn't have a kit yet, like the G-Gux gun tank, or any of the vegan suits in master grade form, the many shown teased kits that never got released. I'm looking at U Assault gun tank and real grade goof, the few that need a 2.0, like the GPO 1 and 2, and as a personal opinion, more amphibians. The latest Egugai kit came out in the 80s. But besides all this, there is one negative, one big bad that every Gunpla lover fears. A phrase that strikes fear in our plastic pleasure, and it's P-Bandai. Known as Premium Bandai, it's a label given to exclusive, limited release Gunpla. These can be sold at events or online on their site, then obviously secondhand. While exclusive kits existed before P-Bandai, like the B Club magazines, and some things can be labeled something else like Gundam Base, they still fall under the category of exclusive kits. But today, we are mainly looking at P-Bandai. It would start in the early 2000s with the Premium Bandai website, with the first releases being the MS Igloo 2 Gravity Fett versions of the Zaku 2, Goof Custom, and Dom in master grade form. Most of the time, P-Bandai are variants of existing kits, be of any grade and any release. It can be a kit in another color scheme, maybe in Aces, a special coat, be sparkle shiny shit or metallic shine. Then there's something like clear parts, which is self-explanatory, the plastic is a transparent color. In this first instance, they were underwhelming, having a new box art and manual, but nothing else. They're shown weathered on the manual, but they don't come like that. But for a better example, you can get the Master Grade 2.0 Zaku 2, but do you want it in another color? Maybe based off an Ace Pilot? Well, that's P-Bandai. These cases, they're just the Zaku 2, but different box art, most of the time being a faded single color with art of the mobile suit, but there are things like the Gundam base kits which follow a different art style and look more like traditional regular kits. Then there are some P-Bandais that also just look like regular kits having the full-on colored artwork. Anywho, sometimes they come with a little extra, like Dazzle's Zaku 2 having a large heat hawk. In this case, it's still a Zaku 2 kit, but now with a different box art, comes with an extra runner, and manual telling you how to build the new parts. But besides that, it's still a Zaku 2, same manual and same build. But we have more. There's the Master Grade Gym, we all know it, we all love it, but if you want the Master Grade Gym Cannon, that's sadly P-Bandai. But it's all not just a added part or weapon. We have things like the Master Grade Dom, a beautiful kit, and its P-Bandai version, the Deutsch Custom. This guy has enough new parts that instead of a small additional manual, it comes with its own unique manual that's still very similar to the Dom's manual, but incorporates the new pieces into the build. Now, sadly, you might have noticed that a lot of these variants, not all of them, really it's all over the place which is and isn't, but many of them are locked behind this P-Bandai label. Be something as simple as a gym with a shoulder cannon, a Dom with new pieces, but we have crazier things, like the Ifrit Schneid. This high grade is a regular kit and it's awesome, but funny enough, it's actually a variant of the Ifrit, which did eventually get a high grade, and so did all of its other variants, which is a surprising amount, but all of them are P-Bandai. It's lame, and it gets lamer when you see that awesome suit in the anime and are like, wow, I want it! Well, sorry. The Jester you can get in master grade form, but do you want the cannon? It's P-Bandai. God, look at this thing, it is sexy. Now, as a side note, not every variant is P-Bandai. You'd be surprised what is and isn't. You just have to do research and check beforehand. And as a side note, if you do get a P-Bandai variant, you do have to realize that it's a variant of an old kit. Even if it came out in the current year, Their base model can be rather old. The high-grade Shin Matsunaga Gelgoog Jaeger came out in 2018, but it uses the Gelgoog Jaeger, which came out in 2004. The Master Grade Jim Semi-Striker, 2019, and it's based off the Jim 2.0, which is 2009. Now, this is no shade to older models. Some old kits still have amazing builds, but some don't, and you might notice it when building. Just keep in mind, a regular kit versus a P-Bandai variant of the same grade released in the same year are gonna both have different build qualities. So again, just do some research beforehand. Anywho, yeah, it sucks a lot having your favorite variant locked behind P-Bandai. But hell, at least its based form or something related to it has a regular release. But if you thought that sucked, let's move on to something that sucks even more. And that's the other side of P-Bandai, easily one of the worst parts, the non-variants. These are guys that, yeah, can share parts and have a similar build as existing regular model kits, but as a whole are just unique standalone mobile suits. Like the high-grade Pale Rider. It's different enough from existing kits that it's just its own dude. And him and all the variants are P-Bandai. Don't worry, it gets worse from here. We have things like G Gundam and Wing, both aired in Toonami, both being the first to have an impact overseas. If we highlight the movie Endless Waltz, the main cast's mobile suit's final form, besides the Wing and Death Scythe, are all P-Bandai. For G Gundam, we do have kits, a good handful, and they get releases every so often. Well, while we got real grades of the God and Shining, we did get high grades of the Maxter and Rose. But sadly, those guys are P-Bandai, which means the other Shuffle Alliance, the Bolt and Dragon, will follow suit. And if those guys are behind the P-Bandai wall, you bet everything else will be. But hopefully we get a Spiegel or hell, a Tequila eventually. And checking their site, did you know that they announced a Mandor Gundam? Like, what? Who asked for this? Now, we can't talk about P-Bandai without mentioning Advance of Zeta. Now, what is this? Well, what you need to know is it's a manga series taking place around Zeta Gundam. It has a few series under its name, and if you love Zeta era suits, this thing is your jam. With redesigns, add-ons, variants, this thing is pure fan service for those who love Zeta. And it surprisingly has kits. Now, you probably know where this is going, right? Maybe 4 of them are regular releases, and 20 plus are P-Bandai, which sucks so hard. These things are so gorgeous. This here is a fear that looms over the heads of Gunpla fans. Will the guy I want ever get a kit, and will it be P-Bandai? It's a common thing to see a kit you didn't know exist get excited just to be shot down when realizing, oh, yep, never mind on that idea, it's P-Bandai. Now, thankfully in the modern age, the P-Bandai website ships internationally, and they do reissue things, so it's not one and done, but it's not perfect. Depending the kit and popularity, you can run into high demand, miss out on pre-orders, and since there's so many kits, not everything will get a reissue. Then the pre-orders can be months in advance for even reissues, buying a kit and waiting half a year for it to ship. But while I do love complaining, it's gotten better. More reissues, everything isn't sold out, there's always something up, and if you go to cons or events with official Bandai sellers, they can have non-scalped P-Bandai kits. Honestly, maybe this is Stockholm Syndrome, but it could be worse. Could be much worse. I still get bummed thinking many guys I want are under this premium label that I either have to pay a hefty secondhand price or wait if it ever gets a reissue. Then you know that thing happens when you want something and it's finally available, but for whatever reason it's available when you don't want to spend money, so you push it aside. Then when you realize you actually want to get it, it's no longer available. It's happened to me multiple times. But, oh well, it is what it is. Was there an overall point here? A message? No, not really. I could end it here, or I could list off some awesome P-Bandai kits that are must-have. All 8 riders are beautiful. The Red Rider, giant buster sword, so cool. Space Type's got a Gatling gun. The Cavalry's got this weird giant doohickey weapon. And there's the one with the name I can't even pronounce. This thing just has so much going on. It is so cool. If you can, get all of them. As mentioned before, we have the Shuffle Alliance high grades and the EW Wing master grades. I really want a heavy arms. There's the master grade / Zaku Phantom. I mean, come on, look at this thing. The high grade G-Line standard, it's just a clean looking dude. It's just neat. Then there's the other RX-78s. The unit 4 and 5 are brother units. One has a big ass beam cannon, other Gatling gun. It's sweet, I love it. The Mudrock is just cool, like it's a Gundam mixed with a gun cannon. Awesome. As for different colors, if you're into that, go ahead and pick it up. I like the ones that add a little bit extra, like Makuve's Goof Master Grade, which just looks so dumb and goofy. Then there's Dazzle, Zaku, and Dom, which looks sick. As for the coats, I've never been interested in these. Having a kit more shiny or metally was never my cup of tea, but the clear coat is something I can get behind. It's a hit or miss. Do be careful with any coat, since a scratch or mark is pretty noticeable. But, my opinion, Master Grade Barbados clear coat is solid looking. It having less armor and a more detailed inner frame complements the concept. And the Master Grade Alex 2.0, since it comes with the Chobin armor, which is clear, looks awesome. I would love to get the clear Chobin armor and put it on a regular Alex. This idea might be a little pricey though. Okay, let's blast through a few more. Master Grade Dom, any high grade Goof, God's Gift to Man, the Tallgeese 2 and 3, the other P-Bandai Gundam wingsuits, any of the Freets. Now, I could be here all day listing things, but let's end it off with amphibians. And here's 2 that are not amphibians, but look like them, and that's the Burning Lapis and the Asclepius. 2 wingsuits that have back units that can turn them into a Zagok or High Galok. These things are so awesome. From here, you can trauma dump about the P-Bandai kit you want down below, and we can enable each other on a horrible spending habits. But that's it for today. Thank you for hearing me complain for this long about something oddly specific, and thanks for staying till the end. Remember to clear your backlog before buying more kits, and don't forget to do all the YouTube niceties. But anyways, Sloth Cakes here, hope you have a good one, and hope to see you next time.